Hello, welcome. Welcome, Raresh. You're Satsuma. Okay, good to know. I will try to make a mental note of that. I really need to see if I can get my hands on some CSS to cut out the badges in my chat overlay. Hello, earthly entity. Welcome. Good to see you. How did I just say your name like that? I'm the first one who says your name good. I am slightly obsessed with linguistics. So I recognized that often the S with the little tail underneath it is pronounced like that in a lot of languages, and guessed that it probably was in this instance. Let's get the game on screen. Here we are. Part 13, lucky number 13. That means everything's gonna go right this stream.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
You're from Romania? That's one of the countries I'm aware of that uses that, so glad that I was thinking along the right lines. I think a lot of Eastern European countries specifically use that letter. You're from Australia? I love how many different people, like, from different countries we have in here. Let's see. Now, I was thinking in between streams about this, about my whole plan with making a second Cyclops in case things go very wrong. What's the initial depth measurement of the Cyclops? Does anyone remember? With no additional depth meter put in. 500 meters, yeah. That's an issue for my plan. That's a significant problem for my plan. I should actually plant at least a couple of my creep vine up here.
I'm not even squinting.
Got the rare line again. Where did I put my creep vine seeds? Let's plant 2 of these seed clusters up here. Oh, I need titanium. I don't have room. Have I got titanium on me? Of course I haven't. Why would I have that on me? Second time? That's like, I want to say it's either the 3rd or the 4th time. I can't remember which. So when the first stream I got the Cyclops, do I have no titanium on me right now? Christ alive, okay. The first stream that I got the Cyclops, I got it twice in quick succession. And people were saying like, oh my god, that's the ultra rare voice line. And I was sitting here being like, I don't know, I got it twice. And then I didn't get it for ages after that. So I think it's the 3rd time.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, that's right. All my titanium's in ingots right now. Okay. I need to grab me some titanium to plant these seed clusters. Oh, that's right. I hatched this little fucker as well last time. So that's what that egg is. It's a bloody crab squid. You have 200 hours and have never had the voice? I suppose I'm just quite lucky. I don't have any titanium on my thing. That's annoying. Yeah, so basically my problem here is what I wanted to do. What's the crab squid's name? I don't know. Little fucker. What's your name, little guy? It depends whether he grows. If he gets bigger, his name is Mr. Getting Evicted. If he doesn't get bigger, he can have a nicer name. I'm trying to think where there would be titanium that's easy, because it's not on the scanner room, which means it's probably not very close. Right, the issue with my plan... Hello, Lily, welcome. My plan was, if I go towards the Sea Dragon, and my Cyclops gets destroyed... Do I think this is the last stream? Almost certainly not. If I go towards... Who did I just kill? That's unfortunate. If I go towards the Sea Dragon and my Cyclops gets destroyed, that's a problem because I probably can't get out of these caves without the Cyclops. So my plan was to make a second Cyclops down here that I can use to get out. The issue is the depth limit. I'm below the initial depth limit of the Cyclops, so if I make another Cyclops, it's just going to immediately get destroyed.
Engine powering down.
How am I on? 100, okay. I do need quartz as well, so I might as well pick up the quartz that's here. Well, it may not be that important, but the way that I have done so well in this playthrough so far is by being extremely careful. That is not the picking up arm. I don't plan to change my playstyle in the final stretch, which I feel like this probably is. No, pick it up, please. Yeah, I know there are titanium outcrops in this biome. I was, may have trouble finding them though, because they're not on the scanner room, which means they're probably not very close. It's nickel. Decoys work on the Sea Dragon? Yeah, I do. Hey, this is the diamond I dropped, like, last stream. Come here. Get in my storage. Get. Thank you. There was one in the back. Did I miss it? Finally get to the lava zone and your first instinct was to type the invincible command. Well, no. Hold on now. That's an understandable response, to be honest. That's like getting into a dangerous area in an Elder Scrolls game and typing TGM in the console. I think down there is very vague in this area. Particularly, unfortunately, with chat delay. there's a high chance as soon as I see the message, I've already moved on. Unfortunately, but I will just continue walking around until I spot one. There's a shit ton of nickel and silver, which would be great if I was looking for nickel and silver. However, I ain't. Oh, is that titanium there? Hey, there we go. Yeah, no, I don't need nickel. I have to say, I'm not sure how the scanner room works. I feel like the scanner room is very inconsistent with what materials are actually in it. Like, sometimes I'll go miles away and it'll start picking up things that I wouldn't even have considered are in its range. And then sometimes I go to it and there's only like 3 things it thinks it can detect. And I'm just sitting here like, what's your deal? I bet I'm gonna go back to the scanner room after getting this titanium and I'm gonna look at it and there's gonna be gravity moment. Here we see titanium that is apparently lighter than water. This is like Minecraft, it is. Perfect analogy right there. I don't even need these rubies, I just want them. Pretty stones. Pretty stones get in my backpack. Right, let's head back. Prawn suit's really fun. Just floating around with the jet. Now you see the titanium from the Aurora in the scanner room? Yeah, I mean, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if I get back there and it's just like, hey, fragments.
Engine powering up.
I love this game, but you play it only because you paid for it. It does a good job of handling your computer addiction. I don't think I quite understand what you mean. Okay, let's not go that far back. Bumping into things. Turn off. To be honest, I don't even need to turn my engine off with the thermal thing when I'm over a vent. I could just leave it on. It wouldn't be an issue. Speaking of the thermal vent. What do I scan for in the Lost River? I mean, whatever materials I need. Eh? Oh, right. I forgot I don't immediately get the materials into my inventory. I have to actually go and pick them up. Basically, you should be scared of every sound of the screen. Okay, fair enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Hope I finished the game because you watched somebody beat below 0, so both in one day. I severely doubt I'm finishing the game today. I'm afraid to tell you, it's very unlikely. Because there's still stuff I want to, like, finish dealing with that is of interest to me, even if it's not necessarily required. So if I sense that I'm, like, right up at the end of the game, I will back out and be like, I want to finish this stuff. Hello, Scarlet King. Welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing? Why is this map always on? Okay, careful what you're saying about what's to do with the sea dragon and the building, Zane, because I haven't been in there or like really up to it. I've just seen the sea dragon and backed the fuck out, so just a heads up to be like careful with what you say, because I don't want to know any information about that I haven't discovered yet. I don't think that that message contains any spoilers, actually, that I don't know already, but I'm just saying to be careful. Because I basically just saw it in the distance and was like, yeah, no, not going near that right now. Yeah, no worries. I have not been into anything in the lava biome except for my own habitat and like floated around the cave a bit. So anything else with regards to that is something I don't want to know about. I've only just realized that yet again I've not actually pinned the no spoilers message in chat. Imagine if YouTube added chat rules. Just imagine. It would be so useful. Then I wouldn't have to pin that message. This is the first time seeing a Cyclops base? What, you mean like seeing... This is your first time like seeing people have things in the Cyclops? I don't really understand how you could live without having things in the Cyclops, and I've just wasted some seeds there, unfortunately. Gotta have portable food. Subnautica doesn't try to scare you. You're scared of Subnautica. This game makes you feel watched. You have to spend hours in there to get used to it. Yeah, I know the feeling. It's an excellent job of like really making you feel like you're exploring an alien place. Like you have the unease of being in a completely foreign location and having no idea what the whole deal is with it. You didn't even have a base when you played your first time? Only the Cyclops? Wait, what did you do before you got the Cyclops? Surely you had like a small habitat at that point. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab... I don't have glass, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go back and make glass. The life pod only? That's it? I don't understand how you could live like that, but go off. If it works, it works. I need my base. Let's get some lithium. I don't have lithium? Really? What kind of world am I living in? This is unbelievable. Well, you know what? It's actually fine. I don't need lithium. I just kind of wanted it. How are we? 7.8. That's fine. Yeah, I know they're plentiful. I'm lazy. I thought I had some already. I just wanted to put a window in here. You see, a whole lot of stuff's appeared in here now. Why can't you just stay in here? I think it resets what the scanner room thinks it can find when you log in and out, which is very irritating. Just a refresher of what you're doing if you read the first entry under codes and clues in your PDA. I mean, what I'm doing right now is trying to set up for... Where the hell even is codes and clues under? There it is. Yeah, alien facility locations, I know. Thermal power facility. How many bases do I have? 3. No. Yes, 3. No, 4. Technically. 2 of them very close together. I have got... Let's see if I can see all of them on my... beacons here. No, 5 if you're including the life pod, but I don't include the life pod. So the life pod's there. Then we've got Azure Canyon Edge, which is where my butterfly is. That's been my primary base for basically until I came down into the Lost River. The Mushroom Cave is basically my like little post that's just a scanner room so that I can get magnetite, which is like in the first room of the Mushroom Cave where one of the Degassi habitats is. Then we have this base here, which is actually not named, and again is pretty much just a scanner room. Cerulean Falls is kind of the closest name it has to it, to one, but that's slightly further away. And then down there we have Dagothur, because I'm incapable of not making Morrowind references, which is my lava base. When you first built the scanner room, it had the option for Stalker Teeth. Second time, you had to find it yourself. Is it glitched out? Yeah, I don't understand how it works. It's very confusing. Your main base is the grassy plateau? Yeah, mine is on the edge of the grassy plateau. This is a small amount of lithium on my HUD. I was hoping for a bit more. I love how you can just fly with this thing. Hello, Sagan. Welcome. This XP thingy is a horrible thing that YouTube has introduced. Basically, imagine if Twitch channel points reset every time a stream started. Wait, hold on. I don't want to be here right now. That's a long way down. Can I actually do that? Can I jump back up there with my prawn suit? I'm not sure I can. Yeah, you can't do anything with them either. It literally just gives you a badge which clutters up chat. Hold on, I'm gonna go and grab my Cyclops because I'm not certain that I can actually jet back up that cliff. Yeah, it's literally just like a leaderboard, a per stream leaderboard that does nothing but add badges to clutter up the chat. And here's the kicker. Every person in chat can turn off their own participation and their own ability to see the badges. I, as the streamer, cannot turn it off for my whole chat. For some godforsaken reason. Do I have the blueprint for a grapple arm? I do not. I have heard mysterious tales of a grapple arm, and I don't want to know anything more about it because I have not found the blueprint. But I've heard that that's a thing. Now I need to start it off. Yeah, it's in the settings for your YouTube account and privacy, if I remember correctly. Cyclops Bay was open and I just decided to smash into the steering propellers. Okay, I couldn't stop the momentum. I couldn't stop the momentum of the prawn suit. The prawn suit's momentum is very slidey. It's like playing as Luigi. You just keep going. Kind of liking its clutter, but it's appetizing your competitive instincts. Well, if you want to keep it, that's up to you, because I can't turn it off for my chat. Insufficient undocking clearance. Lovely. Never seen that before.
Engine powering up.
That being said, if they ever do add a method to turn it off like the yeah, I don't like it either. If they ever do add the ability for me to turn it off for my chat, I will do so, because my chat overlay on like break and when I'm tabbed out and in the welcome stream, for some reason that still displays it even though I have it turned off for myself personally. So I think the only way to actually properly turn it off for that would be to turn it off for the whole channel. It's designed the way that the prawn suit is designed to have more inertia to give it the feeling of weight and power. No, yeah, I absolutely understand it. It just takes getting used to. Hello, Odoo Store, welcome. Everyone has 75 XP, but only a few got ranks. I have no clue how it even works. When you go into the leaderboard, there's a thing where you can like learn more info, and it takes you to one of the Google YouTube help pages. The YouTube help pages are so useless. They tell you so many things without telling you anything at all of substance. Thank you, Odoo Store. Subnautica Mobile just launched and you've been playing it non-stop? I didn't know that was a thing. I feel like this game would be really hard to play on mobile. But I suppose if it works, it works. Thank you again, Odoo Store. Glad you're liking the content. I'm gonna get one more lithium vein. I don't actually need a huge amount, I just wanted some. How can you drill into lithium ore in water without it all going boom? Excellent question. So if it were ore, then that would be fine, because ore implies that it's actually a compound of lithium and something else, and the ore therefore is inert, and you would need to extract the lithium from the ore for it actually to become reactive. However, it isn't ore, it's pure lithium. So excellent question. I don't understand how it is in water. It should be exploding. Very complex, but you get used to it day by day. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. I've never really been able to play any, like, first-person game in mobile. I can't even play first-person games on a controller most of the time. Lithium explodes in water? Yes, it does. Like most of the alkali and alkali earth metals, groups 1 and 2 on the periodic table, lithium is extremely reactive with water. Lithium, potassium, sodium, all very reactive. I am on PC. Most laptops, okay, I don't have enough inventory space for that. Most laptops would significantly struggle to stream and play a game at the same time. I suppose there are very high-end ones these days, but most would struggle. Can you please pick it up? Could have an oxide layer around it. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, exactly, once you drill into it, you've set off a bomb essentially with an outcrop that size. We need a mod to make lithium explode in Subnautica. That would just be a mod that doesn't let you win the game. You wish for me to reach 100,000 subs and then 1 million subs? Well, thank you. That would be... I don't even know what that would be, to be honest. It would be. To be honest, I quite like having a relatively small number of people like watching streams, because it gives me the ability to read and interact with almost every message. I will not be turning on hardcore mode in Subnautica Below Zero. I very rarely play hardcore mode in any games, and like games that only have hardcore mode, I don't starve. I've never played that much of. I certainly wouldn't do it for my first playthrough. 190 subscribers is still huge. Non-regular streamer with complete natural growth. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. 190 people is wild to me. Like, I'm not sure I've ever been in a room with 190 people. I probably have when I've been to, like, the orchestra, I suppose. I suppose at like school assembly and stuff. It's so many people. You can get lithium in the mountain island. You could beat the game, maybe. Yeah, maybe. You know what? That would be a really interesting challenge, actually. Beat Subnautica without getting any lithium in water. Not many YouTubers respond to fans in streams. I don't understand the point of streaming if you're not responding to chat. Like, you gotta read chat. Like, that's the point.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Like, I don't have a reason to be doing this if not to interact with people. Someone beat the game without moving? You know what? That doesn't surprise me as much as I expected it to. Oh shit, bro's getting bigger. Okay. I don't like it in here anymore. All of a sudden, I feel less safe in my own home. Yeah, past a certain size you can't read every message, which is why I quite like being small, because I can read like every single message. Weird tentacle creature is friend. Crab squids are definitely not friends most of the time. I just hope he doesn't get too big for his container, because then we're gonna have a problem. Empty this whole thing out. I took way more lithium than I needed. I have a problem. I took so much lithium. I'm never going to use all of that. I don't know how this works. Does it run out of, like, samples? Like, how does the bilbo tree work? Is it just infinite, or does it run out? It doesn't look like it's running out. But I feel like if I hack at it with a knife too much, it'll die. Blood oil looks like Coca-Cola? I've never considered that. It kind of does. It's not infinite? Okay, that makes sense. That's why you like streamers like Northern Lion or Jerma. They somehow manage to read the messages sent to conveyor of chat and still manage to play a game. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. Like, Jerma's ridiculously talented at streaming. I haven't personally seen Northern Lion, so I can't comment on him. Got enough lithium to treat so many people as bipolar. In response to Messi or Ronaldo, I'm afraid neither. The only sport I care about remotely is tennis. So I have exactly zero opinion on that matter. You can slash the bilbo tree 9 times before it pops out of existence. That's really good, actually. That's really good. 8-Brit Drummer also always reads all of the chat. Yeah, I've seen a couple of things from him. Bilbo tree is unreliable as fuck and it runs out on you all the time. Marble melons for the win. Well, you know what? Having both is good. I still don't agree with the lantern thing, but to each their own. What is this on my radar? Who's on my radar? Who the fuck? But it's so close. The Leviathan is not that close. And it sure as hell ain't just to the right. Oh, my pet crab squid. That makes so much sense. Thank you, Zane. And Earthly Entity. Kindness is beautiful. Interacting with fans is so cool. Thank you. I'm glad you like it here. I mean, it's literally the reason I stream, is to share the experience with people. Sharing the experience requires both of us interacting, not just chat. He shows, I mean, it makes sense that he shows on the map. He triggers creature attack alert, the crab squid, if they come at you. Although I don't know why, because they don't actually deal damage to the Cyclops. Part of me kind of wants to go and just absolutely ram my face into the Ghost Leviathan. It's probably not a good idea. But I kind of want to. You're not a physicist, but wouldn't the thing that shows up on the radar just be the metal base hull rather than squid? Well, I don't know what methods the radar uses to detect. So I scanned the Ghost Leviathan that was in here, which is actually a juvenile. But yeah, I don't know what method it uses to detect, but it does specifically detect creatures and not like solid things. Can fabricate extremely complicated bases and submarines with basically lasers. Why can't we just fabricate meat from organic material? I mean, we can fabricate some food from other food. I have not killed a Leviathan before. I have no idea what the deal is with the Leviathans not being able to see you when you turn off, whether that's meant to be eyesight or just like kind of like a T-Rex thing, like a Jurassic Park T-Rex thing, like they only see you based on motion. My favorite vehicle is probably the Cyclops, to be honest. I am new to Subnautica. This is a blind playthrough. I've not seen anything before, which is why I like to have no spoilers. Yeah, I suppose it's probably technically not actually a radar per se. I'm just calling it that because that's the closest thing I have to like compare it to. It's like a detecty thingy. But it does specifically only detect creatures. The thing is, I haven't been down that end of the cave because of this gentleman over here. I think it's the sound that takes them off. That would make sense. But yeah, it technically isn't radar, I don't think, but I don't have anything else to call it. Taskamar, I've got great news for you. The Cyclops has already said the squidding voice line this stream. It said it within the first 15 minutes. Yeah, I know you can kill him. I'm just nervous about it. I'm not sure the best way to go about it. I know I can ram him. I don't know how much health he has is the issue. Because I don't have a vast amount of health myself. I mean, I have 1,500. But that isn't huge. The trouble with killing him with the stasis rifle is he has so much health and I only have a knife. And gas thinks? I don't know what you mean by that. Gas... I don't think I've ever... I don't know what a gasopod is. My brain just goes to gastropod, which is a class of animal. I do not have Super Chat. Super Chat is... The capability for Super Chat is unlocked at 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, which I have neither. I am very close to 3,000 hours of watch time. Less than halfway to 500 subscribers. You can Dutch oven Leviathan to death. I've never heard of the gasopod thing. Is this something I have a blueprint for? Like... Oh, yeah, the creature from the beginning that got gas. I see what... Yes. I do remember now. How does that help me? Because that's above ground. I have heard of it. I remember now. But that is, in fact, I've gone into Flora for some reason. You can collect their toxins? Since when? You say I can't get there now, but I absolutely can. I've been in and out of here so many times. I can go back to the surface and get that shit. I'm aware of gas torpedoes. I've never particularly interacted with the torpedo stuff. Oh yeah, gas pod, it's right there. I'm just blind. $50 for a ghost leviathan. That's wild. Now here's an interesting question. If I damage a leviathan, don't fully kill it, fuck off somewhere else, come back at a later date, does he regenerate his health? Yes, okay. So that means I would want to have a lot of them with me when I decided to do this. I have had contradictory, one person said no and 3 people said yes, so I'm going to assume yes is the answer.
Engine powering up.
I do find it amusing that every time there's like a question in this game, nobody can agree on the answer. It's like, does this type of fish respawn? And like everyone's like, no, yes, yes, no. Do leviathans regenerate health? Yes, no, no, yes. Feels like a major biohazard that will have a lasting impact on the local environment. I've done nothing if not had a lasting impact on the local environment. I have destroyed the local environment. In large parts because the wiki is incredibly useless. That's fair. If the area is no longer in the player's chunk field, the area will reset and also the creatures. Okay. Favorite biome? Oh, it's gotta be the Lost River. Oh, bro is right there. I'm gonna real quick turn my thing off because it's given me the weird overlay thing. Oh my god, the sound horn on my screen is so annoying. I don't know what the buttons do. I haven't learnt the symbols. I use text. Fucking sound horn overlay. There we go. That one's silent running. Okay, information that I like having. Ghost Leviathan bro is over there. Favorite Leviathan? Reefback. Easy. Do I do streams every day? No, I do. So I'm playing 2 games at the moment. I'm playing Subnautica and I'm playing Sekiro. I play both of them once a week. I typically, when my schedule is not fucked up, do Subnautica on one of the weekdays, usually Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And I do Sekiro usually on the weekend, usually either Saturday or Sunday. I am not an organized enough person to have a better schedule than that. So for example, I streamed Sekiro Monday this week because my schedule was a bit screwed up. Normally I would not have done that, but it is what it is, and I always stream around like 2 to 2:30 UK time. Where do you find the Cyclops sonar? Unfortunately, I have no recollection of where I actually found that thing.
Rig for silent running. Engine powering up.
I'm gonna do 2 things here. First of all, I'm gonna blast this motherfucker into death. Secondly, I'm gonna get stuck. Okay, bro's over there. Oh, isn't the Blood Kelp Trench wreck? That makes sense. You know, all the times I've been through here, I've literally never registered that skull because I've always been running terrified from the Ghost Leviathan. Yep, he is in fact dead. The Cyclops is a machine of absolute death and destruction for any creature that is not a Leviathan. What are we getting now? Gas pods. Scan the skull? Not right now. Wait until that thing is dead. You don't really explore the floating islands? You absolutely should. You're missing so much lore and materials, Zane. No, don't kill Reginald! Ooh, careful, Reginald. But yeah, floating islands have a lot of necessary stuff. We will scan the skull after the Leviathan is dead. I want to make the area safe before I explore it. Here we are, back at, I believe, the Grand Reef. I think that's what this biome is. At some point, I do need to scan the big Ghost Leviathan. That point can wait for a while. I have such a to-do list. This is why I have been absolutely adamant that this will not be the last stream, probably not even the second last, because there's still a ton of stuff that I want to do that, like, even if it's not 100% necessary to finish the game, I'm a little bit of a completionist. I feel like Leviathans weren't meant to be killed, but they're very annoying. They're definitely not designed with the expectation that you're going to kill them, but like, if there's anything I've proven I can do in this game, it's kill a lot of wildlife. Right, let's see if I can recall which of these is the one that you can actually fit the bloody Cyclops out of. That's definitely not it. A little bit of a completionist something Elden Ring. I don't know if that's a dig at me missing so many things in Elden Ring, or if that's a dig at me taking so long to finish Elden Ring. Either way, you are so right. I said I was a completionist, I didn't say I was a good completionist. I am definitely an invasive species, that is also true. I mean, that's just factual. I am so sorry to that. You know what? We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. What name did I pick for my sub? It's called Squidding, because of the rare line. $16 watching? That is very close to my record. If I kill every bad Leviathan, then I will have caused an extinction event. I missed quite a few things, admittedly, Lily. If you watch my my boss tier list from Elden Ring, you'll see I'm constantly putting things in like the "oh, I missed this boss" category. The way I'm going in the end, I'm going to be like, with that one meme, we saved the city, destroyed city. Yeah, that's me. Listen, I'm going to save the planet from the problem that's currently facing it. Nothing's going to save the planet from me. Where are my reefback besties at? I can hear them, and I can't see them. I want to see them. My best friends. Where are y'all at? 19 people watching. Mine says 18 and 16 in 2 different places. Thanks, YouTube. But that if that's true, then that's a record, I think, for me. Would I prefer avoid a Leviathan or defeat? Most of the time I prefer to avoid them. Okay, now YouTube says there's 4 people watching, but I think that's a lie. I'm scraping into things. Hold on. I'm going to answer questions, but I'm scraping into stuff. Or apparently I'm not. Most of the time I prefer to avoid them, but there's a couple I'd like to defeat, that Ghost Leviathan being one of them. What is my processor? My processor is... Let me try and remember this. It is a Ryzen... Again, sorry, fish. Ryzen 7 3800X? Something along those lines. Wild that I can't actually remember that. Could probably bring a few gas support eggs down. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Do I have a milestone plan? In what way?
Engine powering down.
Let's go and collect some eggs. Eggs are a very good idea. Your friend has that processor too? It's a good one. It's a very good one. Although the graphics card is putting in a lot more work because the graphics card is doing my streaming. Whole inventory is enough to kill a juvenile ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of this. Subscriber count, viewer count, amount of streams done. I do not have any plans in place for milestones with regard to that. To be honest, because I've never really thought that I'm likely to have that many. Okay, they just kind of explode. Okay, I see. I gotta pick them up before they explode. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Could you do it again, please? Cool. I'm gonna go in here so that I can get some food. Do another Mad World cover. I could. I was quite happy with how that one went. I'm not sure I could really do better. You can also use the prawn suit to pick up gas pods. Yeah, I probably should do that. Fire base, thank you. What if I die because of this? It would be funny. I would find that amusing. Honestly, if I do die in this game, I hope the way that I die is from my own stupidity instead of from something like normal, because that would be funny. Very careful, someone lost their hardcore world to a gas pod. The cloud does lots of damage. Don't worry, I am very careful.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I have some gas pods there. What if the Cyclops explodes? Just blows up spontaneously? Like, it depends what scenario it explodes in. Like, if it just blows up over there right now, okay, I'm above ground. I have my Seamoth. I've been set back a long way, but I can still rebuild. If it blows up while I'm like down in the lava zone, I would be kind of cooked. Why am I not getting my butterfly, to be honest? Good grief, 20 people watching. Hello everyone who's watching. I'm glad to have you all here. That's a lot of people. It's so weird. Frankly, I will say, YouTube is so unreliable with, like, the consistency of its viewer count and like how it counts them, that constantly trying to keep track of however many people watching is a fruitless endeavor, because it's probably lying at any given time to some degree, and I'm not particularly hung up about the number of people watching anyway, but that is a lot of people. It's funny how in real life I cannot like perform in any way in like front of a group by myself. Like I was in choir, I can do choir because I'm not at the front of the group. It's not just me performing. The focus is not all on me. But in real life, I physically cannot do like solo performance in front of a large group. But streaming, I have no problem with it. And there's just a weird like level of separation there that actually has way more effect on, I suppose, stage fright and lack thereof than I ever expected it to. What's my favorite plant IRL? I don't think I have a favorite plant. It's very rare that I have a single favorite in any category of thing. There are things that come to mind that I like a lot, but I wouldn't say that I ever particularly have a single favorite of something. Because we don't exist, you don't exist, you're a figment of my imagination. You know what? Crash wasn't my fault, I have to let you go. I'm never letting you go. You're all trapped here with me. Easier to talk on stream because you can't see the people. I think that is to do with it. I think it's very much a case of like the degree of separation between I can't see the people and also the people can't directly see me. Like I don't have a face cam, I don't think I ever will. And I think I would feel a lot more nervous about things if I did. I'm gonna hatch one of these eggs right now to see what it is. Hoping it's a gasopod, but might not be. Nobody tell me until I've hatched it. I will probably never do a face reveal, as I said. I'm not really comfortable with that. Right, we gotta get some of these folk out of here, because this is getting slightly cluttered. Welcome back, Radish. Rabbit ray. Have I scanned the rabbit ray? Presumably I've scanned all of these things. Hey, everybody's here scanned. Okay, spadefish. We'll leave the rabbit ray. Am I ugly? No, I don't think so. I'm just not comfortable with sharing my face online. You're free. I mean, ugly is in the eye of the beholder anyway. Any face cam-ish alternatives? No, faceless all the way. I actually, like, not a dig against anyone who like is a VTuber or watches VTubers. I find VTuber avatars very distracting, personally. Cam, no. God, no. Kind of amazing and also sad that the cuttlefish is the only creature you can interact with. I mean, it's the only creature that there's like programmed you can interact with them. In my opinion, I'm interacting with Gary and Reginald here, my two best friends. But they are very cute. Hello. Oh. Gary is the goat. Gary is the goat. He's been here since part 1. Not quite the first fish I picked up, but one of the first. Again, Odie, probably never a face reveal. I mean, never, like, say never, because I don't know how I'm going to feel in the future about that kind of thing, but currently, my feelings about that kind of thing are like, no, I never want to do that. Any cat cam where you flash a picture of your cat every 59th frame. I know you can let the cuttlefish out. I don't really want to. He's my friend. I want to keep my friend. Did I see your last message? I did in fact miss it because the messages are a bit fast today with more people here. Favorite plant is Clitoria ternatea. Flower looks exactly like what you think it looks like. Okay. I've not heard of that one before. Who's bumping into the outside of my ship? All of the people want a feet cam. All of the people will be disappointed, I'm afraid. This is not a democracy. This is in fact a dictatorship run by me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Your name in real life is Odysseus. Careful shouting that out. Poseidon might hear and he might get annoyed about you blinding his son. That egg is still not hatched. Favorite is the bottle brush. I've not heard of that. Single mention of feet cam and 7 people come in here. YouTube knows what YouTube likes. YouTube knows what YouTube likes. That's all I'm saying. I need to get my... Hold on. I need to get my prawn suit back. It's an Aussie plant. You'll send a pic in Discord. Okay. There are definitely a lot of plants and animals in Australia that are very different to anything pretty much anywhere else.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
A lot of evolutionary isolation. How many bioreactors do I have? In this base, I have got 3, I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've been here. Where is my friend the gasopod? You floating? This feels like a significantly, actually, less efficient way of trying to catch gasopods. I'm not gonna lie. Trap him in your basement? I don't have a basement to trap him in. Can you please... Okay, well, they all sprayed out in a direction away from me, so that's quite unhelpful. I have a scanner room here. I think you can scan for eggs. Good point, thank you. I do have a scanner room here, and you can scan for eggs. I will do that. Everything here is a basement, technically true. I have 0 nuclear reactors. I have not found the blueprint. Hello, J-Man. Welcome. How are you doing today? Where is... I've tabbed out by accident. There we go. Okay, fixed it. Where is... Okay, creature eggs are not on here. Oh, there they are. I'm blind. It's fine. We fixed it. They are, in fact, on there. I'll double check while I'm in the base. That's the one that's in the base that it's currently highlighting, which means it has not hatched. If you could hatch, that would be grand. Golfing in an hour so you can't stay for long? Nice. Enjoy your golfing. Don't think that newly born gasopods release the gasopods. Yeah, but then they grow up, and then they do. Okay, we got some more creature eggs appearing on here. I'm still trying to think, like, what plants I would consider among my favorites. Different ones for, like, different variety of reasons. I think that's the same one again. Definitely, like, among plants I like a lot are, like, weird ones, like the pitcher plant and stuff. I suppose I'm required to say that one of my favorite plants is the Venus flytrap because I have one. So if I didn't say that, it would kind of be an insult to my own plant. They made Wii golfing into a real thing. I know, it's insane. You see, that looks more like a gasopod egg. Or it could be a stalker egg. But I feel like the gasopod one is probably a bigger one. Let's drop one in here. Oh my god, it flew to the side. Weird momentum. It's gone full Sekiro, flying off in a random direction. No, it's not bioreactor fuel, because I need to know what type of egg it is. Apparently I had one already. If it turns out that it's the wrong type of egg, then maybe it's bioreactor fuel. My favorite type of feet. Cat's paws. Or hooves. Hooves are kind of interesting. This is another type of egg. This is the egg discovering stream. I'm gonna work out every single species of egg this stream. 28 people, yeah, I mean the feet talk, either the feet talk or the eggs, one of those two is bringing people to the stream. That's a rabbit ray egg, I've already discovered that kind. That's another one. There's so many about here. The rabbit rays are, quite appropriately, breeding like rabbits. Oh, hello. Hi. Wait, hold on. It would have been useful if you could have waited a moment before releasing those, then I could have picked some up. I don't have a huge amount of inventory space. If you could release another... Again, not when I'm in front of you, because then I can't actually pick them up safely. Yeah, if you could just... If you could please... For God's sake. Just grab one. Get out there. There's one down there. I feel like that's likely to be... That's a rabbit ray egg, god damn it. Okay, that could be one. But if that is one, then that's the only one of that type that I found. That's definitely them. That's gotta be them. I don't want to hit him. Why would I hit the poor lad? He's a nice guy. No, British is fully the other way. British is just hitting him without being prompted to. Listen, Stalker, I don't want to deal with you. We don't need to have an issue. Yeah, that's absolutely a Stalker egg. Hey, if y'all could lay another egg, that would be great. He toxically farts every time you enter his vicinity. I consider that nice manners. I do. In Britain, we consider that good etiquette. How did those appear behind you? That's not how physics works. Oh. I forgot oxygen was a thing that I had to concern myself with. How do they produce eggs? Well, funnily enough, canonically, asexually. What is my goal in Subnautica? Well, I have a couple of goals. Number one on the list, have fun. But Subnautica specifically, obviously finishing the game is a goal that I have eventually. But I would quite like to try and scan as many species of creature as possible. I would like to have the UI be drawn in front of the screen for once. I would like to find out actually what all of the different egg types are, so we're kind of on our way to doing that. I would like to find all of the, like, fragment recipes. Not doing so well on that. Distinctly missing old nuclear reactor blueprints, but that's fine. And I'd like to make the Reapers go extinct, but they're very difficult to kill. I'm not sure I'm going to achieve that goal.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All systems online. Okay, we've got so many different types of egg here. Has my one in my base hatched yet? Of course it hasn't, right? Let's sleep again. I beat Subnautica. There we go. Crashfish egg. Oh, it was a fucking crashfish? No! That's in my thing now. God damn it, that's in my bloody... This is a problem. This is a problem. Hold on. I've got an issue here. They're gonna kill my cuttlefish. I'm likely to try mods at some point.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Certainly after the first playthrough is finished. I have heard of Little Nightmares. I'm not particularly... I don't often play horror games. Okay, you're not aggressive. Does bro become aggressive if he grows up? Yeah, what was I saying? Horror games, I don't play them very often, but I could try Little Nightmares at some point, I don't know. I didn't beat the Pantheon of Hellenest, you're correct. That's because it was extremely difficult. I do still intend to eventually. That's a spadefish egg, okay. I can keep him. Well, as long as he doesn't blow up the cuttlefish, he can stay. I'm just concerned that he will. This one I'm pretty certain is a stalker. Then I've got two more unidentified. There's one that I think is... I'm getting stuck on the stairs. There's one that I think is almost definitely the gasopod. The issue with that is I only have one of that egg. You meant it in Subnautica, the joke didn't land? Yeah, I'm afraid I didn't get the joke, sorry. I did shut off the I can't talk, the reactor, the Aurora. Imagine putting cuttlefish in bioreactor. Why would I want to imagine that? That's evil. Okay, this is a crashfish egg, which means that can go back into the environment. I don't want that shit. please kindly depart. We should put Gary in a bioreactor. I'm gonna bet that no. Be very careful how you proceed. I can't see anything. Where's my torch? Yeah, all of these ones on the top layer are spadefish. Pretty much. Let's do a quick save. Hey, you're kind of swimming slow. Do you want to fart at me? You love seeing, that's your favorite thing. What is my favorite anime if I have one? Oh, it's gotta be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. No other answer. Should put pepper in the bioreactor? Well, if the game has pepper, I would be happy to put that in the bioreactor. I'll admit I don't watch like a large number of anime, but FMAB is absolutely goated. Just as any kind of entertainment thing. One of my favorite stories of all time, regardless of the media format. Pepper the fish. I don't know Pepper the fish. Okay, well that's... I've missed all of those. Cowboy Bebop? I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, I'll admit. It does have a phenomenal opening track, so I'll give it that. I'll say for Death Note, it's very well written. It does have a few issues with the way it writes women. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay. I have not finished Attack on Titan, so I cannot really pass judgment on that. Honestly, I liked Series 2. I think Series 2 is underrated. It could do... I'm from Scotland. I think Series 2's main issue was just that it should have been longer. It needed a couple more episodes at least, but I think it's pretty good. Am I going to play Raft? I don't know. I might. I don't know. I've not particularly thought about like planning to play Raft. I know of Rust. I've also not particularly thought about planning, like, I'm not typically a survival games type person. Like, there are some survival games I like, and Subnautica always interested me, which is why I started playing it, and I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, I'm not particularly a genre person, admittedly. Like, I play a lot of different games, but no specific genres are like ones that I play, like all of the game types in this genre. Like, if you think about... I suppose the genre I play the most of at the moment is probably... technically action RPGs, I think is what Souls-like games fall under. Because those are the games I've played the most of in the past, like, couple of years. I play other games, Sagan. I don't necessarily always stream every game I play. Do I play God of War? I have never played God of War. My issue with God of War And this is not a problem with the game, this is fully a problem with my mindset. I am a massive nerd for mythology. So every time something that is not like accurate to mythology happens in God of War, my brain is gonna go, that's not right. And I'm gonna go on like a 5-minute rant about like how this thing actually was in mythology, and chat's gonna get bored of it. I only played Elden Ring and nothing else, the rest is government conspiracy. Okay, you can include Dark Souls 3 in the conspiracy and it still holds up the conspiracy without me having to only play one game. My favorite rock. Interesting question. I'm gonna have to say amethyst because I have a piece of amethyst. I love... No, actually, wait, I tell a lie. Sorry, I tell a lie. My favorite rock is lapis lazuli. I do actually have a favorite in that regard, and it's 100% lapis. I don't have any lapis, unfortunately. Very sad about that, but it's so good. Blue, full of little yellow and greeny flecks. Very commonly used by the ancient Egyptians. And I'm obsessed with ancient Egypt. So yeah, that's definitely... Back up! Please don't fly through your gas. Okay, you could have... You could have waited a second before letting that off. Welcome back, Earthly Entity. Lapis is toxic when ground up and added to water. I didn't know that. All I know is that it looks fantastic. And also has a good name. I like it when something has a name that's a nice word. Okay, I missed all of them. This takes a while. Doing it safely takes a while. Both lapis and malachite are extremely toxic when added to water. Noted. I won't add them to water. Is it specifically when they're added to water? Or if like you found another way to ingest them, would they still be toxic? That feels to me like they're just toxic, because so much of the body is water. How am I doing on this? Still more, potentially. You killed the peeper! That means I'm gonna eat it. I missed all of them again? Did you know there is a cap of words on YouTube like you can't talk at 525 XP? What do you mean? Like it stops you from messaging when you have a certain amount of XP on the leaderboard? That doesn't make sense. Or do you mean just like a word limit per message? Because I know that. I'm well aware of that. Got 2 in 1, very nice. When lapis is in water, it can release compounds into the water, especially if it has pyrite inclusions, which leak sulfur into the water. Oh, that's what causes that color. Because it has the... It has like the yellow flecks. Okay, that's too far away. You didn't have to do it that far away from me, because now I can't get those. Okay, that makes sense. be honest, out of all the YouTubers who subscribe to, I'm the kindest one. Thank you. I do my best to be accommodating, and I'm terrible at picking up these pods. I'm actually abysmal at it. How's my inventory? One more. Right, give us another. Malachite is toxic in water because it releases copper ions. Okay. You also shouldn't add lithium to your drinking water because it's dangerous to your health and your glass. You are correct, Sagan. Sapphire is really good. I like all the gemstones. Really all the stones. Honestly, if you ask me what's your favorite and then like insert a category that is often considered nerdy, my answer is usually all of it. Oh wait, before I go up in here, I actually want to set some batteries to charge. Oops. Oh, for goodness sake. My favorite type of grass. I don't know types of grass. I can't name types of grass, unfortunately. Crystal in the game. It's gotta be ruby. There is not space in there. Where the hell am I putting these bloody gas pods? Some of them can go in here, but not all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4 per, which means this is 6 per. 8 plus 12, 20. 26, 29, 30. That's not enough to kill, is it? It's not enough to kill the Leviathan, is it? I like red. I mean, I like all colors. I just like rubies more than diamonds. Although diamonds can be lots of different colors. Hold on, I'm gonna build another I'll be honest with you, I don't actually remember what type of phone I have. I don't remember what it's called. I don't go for brands, I just go for something that's cheap and works because I don't have money. I gotta find somewhere to put this. Okay, you can go over here. Oh, what's my security number? Well, you see, the thing about that is I don't know off the top of my head, actually. It's not actually called exactly your social security number in the UK. It's called something else. It's like your national something number. Maybe it's your national security number. Something like that. That to me doesn't look like quite enough. From what I have been informed is the amount of gas pods needed to kill a ghost Leviathan. That ain't quite it. If I named my cat my mother's maiden name, what would it be called? That would just be my middle name, which I'm actually not going to say. My favorite old game before 2012 is the same as my favorite game. It is the combination of Thief: The Dark Project and Thief 2: The Metal Age. Two favorite games of all time. I consider them as one unit. I adore them. Do I like watermelon? Yeah, it's quite nice. And do I like corn? In what way? Like sweet corn? There are lots of different types of corn. I quite like sweet corn. Tastes nice. First fossil evidence for internal fertilization comes from placoderms, whose fossils were found in Scotland. So saying sex was invented by a Scottish fish is technically not wrong. I've heard this piece of information before. A corn I like. Sweet corn then. That's the first one that comes into my mind. Okay, we've got some more gas pods in here, so that's nice. Over here. It's, I think, 34 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 30. Yeah, 34. If you spell corn wrong, you're getting banned. Need to be careful. I don't think that's a banned word. Like, we don't ban people here for typos, either. Although it would be very difficult to spell that wrong. Most keyboards, those two letters are very far apart. Yeah, I think you can, Sagan. Yeah. There's my little stalker. That sounds slightly wrong. Hello. Hello, creature. And then it's just this one, which seems to be bubbling. I think that's going to be a like a sand shark or a bone shark or whichever one. Do I like mango? You know, I don't eat mango very much. I don't dislike it. Do I like apple? I love apples. I eat apples all the time. Hatched stalkers make good bioreactor fuel. Okay, listen. I'm not hatching children to feed them to the machine. Not at the moment. Maybe later. What is my phone number? Funnily enough, I'm not in fact going to reveal that. Let's find out what this creature egg is. Okay, I think this creature egg is just another crashfish egg. What is my address? Again, funnily enough, not gonna reveal that. Green apples or red apples, you're not even considering yellow apples disgusting? I like all apples, including yellow apples. The only apples I don't like are like really soft apples. Mate, can you please fart? Cheers. I missed his farts. It's unbelievable. Not hatching children, just feed them to machine. Wish society said the same thing. Real. So real. Give me those farts. Yes. Banger quote. I think Nightbot technically has quote commands, actually. I'm not sure about that, but I think it might. I missed the farts again. I'm very bad at this. Was it 50 I needed to guarantee death? I'd just be saying things at the moment. Yeah. Oh, that was good. I got 3 at once. Why am I collecting so much gas pods? To kill the ghost Leviathan Juvenile, who is down in the Lost River. I'm going to kill a child for being in my way. YouTube, please do not strike my channel for saying that. Yes, I'm going to Dutch oven a child. Do not lag while I'm going... Do not lag while I'm going towards the farts. They're extremely deadly. Please. He's just a little kid. To be fair, I get the impression that his, like, sort of relative age for his species is closer to teenager. So... that makes it fine. Why am I so bad at catching fart bubbles? They stink! The stinkiness drives me away, clearly. No, because actually it's because they're so deadly that I am very scared of them. Any child or specific... well, I have a specific one in mind, yeah. I'm not just going around randomly targeting children, come on. Not at the moment. Maybe another time. Okay, to get serious though, I think the reason I'm so bad at catching them is because I keep trying to go for multiple at once. Do I think they actually have a scent like above water? Why wouldn't they have a scent underwater? I mean, I know my nose doesn't work underwater, but like scent works by little particles going through the air. Water's still a medium, so if you had a scent gland that functioned underwater without just making you choke, then they would have a smell. Do I focus on children? As in, like, killing them? Again, I'm specifically going to kill one child. Killing children is not a habitual activity. Okay, that's too far away. What do I reckon it smells like? I probably like farts, to be honest. I think it smells like rotten eggs. Do I like children? Not particularly. I very rarely interact with children since leaving school. Sulfur, yeah. To be fair, isn't part of the rotten egg smell, isn't part of that actually like sulfur? Do I hate fish? No. In real life, love all animals. I think that scent and taste are really kind of the same thing. Both are just sensing specific chemicals. One works in your saliva and one works in the air. They're slightly different. Like, taste glands and scent glands do a slightly different things. But yes, they are very similar, and a large part of what we perceive as taste is actually just the aroma, which is picked up by our scent glands. That's definitely got to be enough. That's 30, 36, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. You know what, that's close enough. I can use the knife and stuff. Do I love cats? Yes, I love cats. I have a cat. I couldn't not love cats while having a cat. I think gastropod gas isn't like bad smell, but more of a melt your skin off your face toxic. I think it's both. Want me to collect one more to fill up the thing so that it's nice and neat? I can't sleep yet. I can't sleep yet. I want this egg to hatch before I leave. Okay, I'll collect one more. Yes, I believe the sense of a smell or a taste being bad is indeed to do with toxicity. $38 views, 38 current viewers. According to YouTube, as of right now, 92 total views over the whole stream. Which, interestingly enough, is not actually a larger amount than usual. So that suggests that a lot of the viewers are actually sticking around rather than going away and then, like, new ones coming in. Which is very nice. I'm glad that you're all here. This is a very fun stream. There's a YouTuber emoji that's supposed to be people putting their elbows together, but just looks like something kissing. I didn't even know YouTuber specific emojis were a thing. Is that like Twitch emojis? If something smells bad, that means it stinks? You're so right. I don't know how we haven't realized that yet. Okay, now I can sleep. Please, hatch egg. Sandshark egg discovered, as I suspected. Do I own disorder? Yes. I am, in fact, a god of disorder. Let's get my
Welcome aboard, Captain.
battery redone here. I want to fill this one. These are kind of all fine. I hate the way this works. It only swaps the first one. Here's my baby sand shark. You're so much cuter when you're not attacking me and you're really tiny. Oh, you were singing Toxicity, okay. I'll admit I don't know that song. Right, get this stuff off my screen, okay? Chop chop. Leave my screen, thank you. I do also see the kissing in those emojis. I think that's everything I need. I think we're going back below. It's time to Dutch oven a child. I should do a sleep stream. What do you mean by that?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All systems online. How are we doing on power level? Is it over 9,000? No, it's actually under 90%. To see you... No. Absolutely not. Okay.
Engine powering up.
Have to go golfing? Hope you have a fun stream. Okay. See you later, J-Man. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy your golfing. It's nice watching the sunrise. Let's go to the children. Well, it's one child specifically. Again, it's one specific child. I can't wait for all this build up and then I'm gonna get killed by this child. I am gonna go back to the other side of the room, to my base in the Lost River, and start from that point, rather than going from the initial entrance to the cave, because I feel safer doing that. We're targeting the juvenile ghost leviathan today. because I want to explore that cave more, and he is in the way. Who bumped into my submarine? Let's move to an underwater camera, see if we can see anyone. There's a little reef back. Hello, little reef back. How do you do? I don't quite understand what you mean, Naresh. Next stream what? I like when part of the island comes in. This game is sometimes so pretty. You escape from the skin of your teeth from a leviathan in the deepest, darkest part of the ocean to experiencing the sunrise. I mean, even in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, it's really pretty. It would be prettier if the whole island rendered, to be fair. There we go. IRL, there's no IRL targeting of children. I don't like the optics of this. Sorry, gotta leave the stream. Okay, see you, OD. Thanks for being here. Why are you so bad at Englishing today? You know what? It happens. I haven't particularly noticed that you're bad at Englishing today. I think you're doing fine. English is hard. That was that fish's fault, okay? I had nothing to do with that. Oh, this is perfect. We're like already lined up with the thing. I placed that beacon so perfectly. I am the GOAT of this game. I did have right of way. The fish is a lot more maneuverable than me, that is also true. I also wasn't looking where I was going. Get out of here. Don't come near me, Warper. I don't personally speak any other languages, to my great detriment. I really should learn some other language. I speak like a couple words of a lot of languages. Admittedly, probably a higher proportion of swear words than I should. I think what's weird to me is that I speak probably like in terms of vocabulary like the same number of words in Old Norse as I do in like Scottish Gaelic. I really should speak more Scottish Gaelic. I think I'm going the right way here. Okay, let's not bump into everything. Well, I can respond since I can guess from context what your question is, Sagan. I can respond to say that I personally don't speak Tokipona, but I am aware of it. Scottish lassie doesn't speak Scottish? Okay, there are 3 different languages in Scotland that are like official languages. English, most common. Scots, which, contrary to popular belief, is not a dialect of English. It is in fact considered a separate language. Which I speak more of that than I speak of Scottish Gaelic. It is very similar to English, so it's kind of easier to pick up. And then Scottish Gaelic, which is very endangered. and we do not have good enough education for it, and it really needs to be better. Like, if you encounter someone from Ireland, there's a good chance that they can speak Irish. That's because Irish is actually taught in Ireland. Scottish Gaelic is not taught in Scotland. It's a problem. It is somewhat dying out, unfortunately. Now I'm gonna rig for silent running here.
Rig for silent running.
Come around this side of the cave. What really is the line between a strong dialect versus a separate, closely related language? I don't know. I mean, you get things like, what is it? Is it Frisian? Is also very similar to English, but is a different language. All I know is that, like, the official International Language Authority says that Scots is a different language. I left this scanner room on. It's my favorite YouTuber. I don't have a single favorite YouTuber. Give me a second here. I'm trying to sort of maneuver. Bro, do not come near me. Do not approach me. I will answer your question in a second here. I need to concentrate. 40 people, Jesus Christ. That is double the previous most I've ever had in a stream. Thank you everyone for being here. RT game is up there in my list of favorites, definitely. I want to give a shout out to Ethos Lab, my first YouTuber, first Let's Play I ever saw. Very much played a hand in me, like, properly, like, being continuously interested in Minecraft rather than just, like, sort of playing it for a bit and then stopping like I did with other games. You like me? Thank you. I'm glad. I don't know either Super Horror Bro or Casual Geographic. Must admit, I don't think I've heard of either of those. Casual Geographic sounds like it might be one I would be interested in, though. Is that like a nerdy channel? I do like nerdy channels. Overly Sarcastic Productions is up there as well. Very good channel. Obviously, you kind of gotta say H-Bomber Guy as well, just for the drama. Love to have an entire career destroyed once a year. Do I have pad pause on? I don't know what you mean. I didn't need to pick that marble melon, but that's fine. Nerdy and funny animal channel. I will have to have a look. Try and make a mental note to not forget that. Like 6 small YouTubers all under 20,000 subs. You're one of the 6. Thank you. Am I a furry? I am not a furry. He's one of like 2 video essayists that pretty much everyone seems to like. Yeah. A lot of other video essayists are very controversial, but pretty much everyone seems to unite behind H-Bomber Guy. Yeah, he is kind of like a natural event where just like, if you've done a bad thing in your past, you know, there's just a random chance the H-Bomber Guy could suddenly destroy your very existence. PDA pauses the game while the PDA is open. If you don't have it on, the gas of a pod things could explode as you're dropping them, killing you.
All
Oh, I see. Like, you want me to drop them all at once. I wasn't thinking about that. Where do I find this? What setting is this under? I do know the game Geometry Dash. I played it for a while when I was younger. Oh, it's this, I suppose. I'm kind of two ways on that. I don't know if I want to change the game settings in the middle of a playthrough, but I probably should. Philosophy Tube. I've not seen Philosophy Tube. Never played Dino Run. I was always very bad at Geometry Dash, but I did enjoy it. Mobile games, I used to play Plague Inc. Mobile. Oh, what's the one? Doodle Jump. God, I used to play that back in like second year of secondary school. Okay, if I am doing this violence thing, I suppose I need to turn that setting on, because otherwise this is going to go wrong. I need all of this. I'm not going to need the large filtered water. I am going to need the health packs. Admittedly, I actually still have Clash of Clans on my phone. I don't really play it per se. I kind of just load it every now and then and like activate an upgrade. If you know what I mean. Don't know if this is just autism, but you really like triangles are great. Hexagons are cool too. I don't think that's autism. I think that's just having an interest in geometry. I like shapes as well. You like Shenpai? She's so energetic, non-annoying, kind and an absolute by disaster. I mostly experience Shenpai through RT game, and she very much comes across as a natural disaster as well. Especially when it transpires that RT game is innocent in terms of his knowledge of something, and then Shenpai has to explain it to him, which happens constantly. Is there anything else I want to bring with me, or is there anything else I can leave behind here? I suppose I can leave the scanner behind. That's the wrong box. I say leave behind, it's just going in a box in the Cyclops, but I want to keep the batteries because I'm concerned that my stasis rifle might run out of battery. Obviously I need the Sea Glide because I need to be able to get away quickly after I drop the gas pods. I need the knife because I need to be able to finish off the... Just take one? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take, but I suppose I could just take one. I need the knife because I need to be able to finish off the Ghost Leviathan after I have finished using gas pods, because I clearly do not have enough gas pods on me. I suppose I probably am not going to need the food. It's not going to take that long. I definitely need the first aid kits, because you never know. You never know. I need the Sea Glide to get away. I need the stasis rifle, obviously. Okay, I think that's the best I can do with my inventory, isn't it? Let's put you on 2, you on 3. Love the clip where she teaches Dad what yaoi is. It's great. Yeah, I definitely need a save before as well. Don't worry, that's in my mind.
Engine Powering up.
And the engine will be off, so if necessary I can flee and hide in this refuge. You believe in me? I believe in me too. I will remind everyone watching that I have yet to die in this playthrough. We may be about to experience the first time. I don't know the enzyme reference with 42, but I certainly know the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. Right, this is pretty close. Let's power down here. There is a second one. Is the second one getting attacked? What's going on there? No, I don't think so. Time to Dutch oven this child. Well, let's hope it goes right. I'm very scared. Yo. 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 Jesus Christ. Fuck off with your fucking head. There we go, okay. Right, I can just drop all of these at once, right? Okay, I don't like how close they are to my face. I don't know if they really did much damage, to be quite honest. Gonna reset this again. Did that miss? I can't tell if it missed. This is the issue. Sagan seems to think it missed. Can anyone tell me if they know if that did damage? It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It did not miss. It did not miss. We win these. Let's fucking go. That kind of feels like I committed a crime, to be honest. It was too far, you should just drop it in front of his head. Well, I think they hit, because there's no way the knife did that enough damage, so they absolutely hit. There's no way the knife did that much damage. We killed the child, let's go! Party time. The child is gone. Insert crab rave clip. I don't think you can actually really aim them, so I think that was fine. Because they just sort of float after you put them down. We love murder, we do indeed. For legal reasons, YouTube, for legal reasons, I don't love murder and I do not encourage murder. Please do not strike my channel, I beg you. Child defeated. Dark Souls message. Child defeated. That better be in the next Miyazaki game. That message. Honestly, I feel like that should be the message that happens after you beat Promised Consort Radahn. Because, like, you're killing Mikkel as part of that, and he's, like, lore-wise permanently a child, so that is, like, child defeated. Has the body already gone? No, the body's still there. I hope the body remains forever. What happened to Be Gay Do Crime? Listen, we gotta pretend to YouTube. If you do this again, next time put yourself right behind its head and then drop them all away from its mouth hitbox, but still in its head damage hitbox. Does the mouth hitbox do something to them? Sorry, I'm just going back here to charge some batteries in my base, by the way. I'm going to explore the cave in a moment. I feel like I should have got an achievement. The mouth hitbox can hurt you, even when it's in stasis? That's wild. That seems counter to the point of stasis, but fair enough. Batteries. Do I not have a battery charger? I do have a battery charger. There it is. In you go. And now it is time to explore this cave finally. Now we are free of the terror that is a child. Love that I've been down to the lava biome and like glimpsed the sea dragon, and I still haven't explored this cave.
Powering up.
Yeah, I was pretty close to its mouth there and I didn't get hurt, so I feel like it's generous. But that is, it's useful to know that it can hurt you, because that means that I know now it is safer to stay away. Now there are some of the little smaller predators in here that I'm gonna have to ram. Target spotted. It's trying to evade me using its superior maneuverability. I'll scan the big skull when I've killed all of the inhabitants. Oh, you've made a big mistake. Target eliminated. Right, let's head over this way. Might only be the Reaper, okay, fair enough. Well, I don't have any reason to fight the Reaper. There isn't one blocking me from anywhere that I want to go. At least not at the moment. Target spotted. Target eliminated. I am a problem for this environment. I'm a serious problem. Let's get you on 3. Oh, hold on. While I'm on this, let's turn back off PDA pause, because I actually like having it not on. Skeletal remains. Gargantuan fossil. Who's making the noise? Who's making the noise? No one I can see. What are these blue rocks? Don't seem to be able to do anything with these. They're like glowing. Maybe it's coral of some kind. Let's see if I can scan the rib cages. Speaking of dental, you have an operation done at the end of the month. Seems like there's a benign tumor inside your jaw, so you need to get that out. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully that goes well for you. Okay, can't scan the ribs. Yeah, that's definitely something you want to get removed. I always feel like the name benign tumor
Welcome aboard,
is
Captain.
almost deceptive.
Systems online.
Because, like, I mean, yeah, it's not actively hurting you at the moment, but it's not like it can't become a problem. Let's have a look at this fossil. The fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting the geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Dated at approximately 3 million years old, ribcage measurements suggest the creature was eel-like in structure. Calculations suggest this is only the front third of the specimen. Jesus. The remains now support a vibrant microcosm of life. Note, there are a series of precise angular indentations on the ribcage suggesting a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time. I suppose that's probably going to be the aliens. It's interesting, it's kind of got a bit of a slightly crocodilian skull.
Engine powering.
Kind of scary you never went into an operation. Probably said it out of the blue, but just to share it and ease your anxiety. No, yeah, absolutely. I expect it will go well. And then you'll be able to laugh about it afterwards. But yeah, I can imagine that is scary in the moments before. I don't think, no, yeah, I've not been for an operation either. Hoping to avoid that for as long as possible. We have to save this planet from an invasive bacterium that's damaging the ecosystem and doing irreparable damage to biodiversity. Hey, that's no way to speak about me. Come on now. I'm not going to be able to get out of there if I do that. I wonder if it's possible. I bet it is. I bet there are places where you can get your Cyclops stuck. Absolute disaster if you do. This is nice terrain. You've only been in surgery once. Your brother and you were playing with dinosaurs with pencils like claws and you got stabbed in the eyelid. Oh yeah, I think that's a pretty common injury when for like kids. It's why teachers are so insistent on talking about like don't muck around with pencils. Because that happens actually quite a lot. Did I ban you? No. I did not ban you, Radesh. I do note that your username is different. What was the last message you sent or tried to send? Or well, don't repeat it exactly because it might cause a problem again, but like, what sort of content was it? I'm gonna pop out my Cyclops here.
Powering down.
Can't talk on your main account? Like at all? Hold on, let me have a look in... Let me have a look in moderation. Community moderation. You are not listed among the hidden users, so I have no idea why you can't talk. It says you wait, does it say you reached the cap? Or did you send that? It could be a shadow ban from YouTube, but I don't know why they would. Somebody just tried to snap at me. I heard the growl. Happens when you talk too much. Maybe because you no, that doesn't make sense, because you don't send messages that quickly. I was gonna say it could be a rate limiting, because you do send this, like, the smallest messages at the quickest pace of anyone in chat, so it could be rate limiting, where YouTube is just like, hey, you're sending messages too quickly, don't send any messages for a minute or so. But if so, that's wild rate limiting.
Powering up.
Like, that's the most overeager rate limiting I've ever seen, if that's what's causing it. Somebody's barbecuing, the scent is killing you, you're so hungry. Honestly, I don't like the scent of barbecuing. We get the smell just wafting in from gardens so much here in the summer, and I really don't like it. Okay, this is distinctly not a cave that I can really navigate in the Cyclops. This might be a prawn suit kind of cave. Hold on here. Ooh, that's a long way down. Okay, yeah, let's zip back down here. I mean, I used to get rate limited by Reddit sometimes when I was transcribing. When I transcribed too quickly. So sometimes rate limiting can be overeager. I mean, I don't know for certain if that's what's doing it, but that would be my best guess. Oh, hi. I didn't realize bro was right there. Why would I drill it when I can be safer about how I kill it? Never mind. Drilling it was fine. You know what? Actually, before I go up into that cave, I'm gonna get some food, because I'm actually running slightly low on food and water. Hello, Bilbo. Game, please. And keep him as a hostage? Too late. Too late. Right, let's investigate the cave up these sort of stairs here. Well, there's lithium. Honestly, probably shouldn't have picked that up. I already have too much lithium. You did not explore the Lost River? I didn't explore it for a long time. Because that Leviathan was in the way. Hello, weird plant. Brine lily. Everyone noticed that the it doesn't show a percentage on my scanner screen anymore? I bet that's related to the same thing of the inventory sometimes like being drawn behind stuff. Lost River, we know where it is. Okay, well it used to be lost. Lost and Found River. Who maketh that noise? That's a loud noise. I don't like a loud noise, particularly when I... Okay, fair enough. Oh shit, bro's right there. The fuck? Did I just Mario parkour off a school of fish? I think I did. Those things have hitboxes? I did just get jump scared by a crab squid. I don't like crab squids. They're dangerous unless you're in your Cyclops. I don't have a problem with tap water. To be fair,
Systems online.
depends where you are with tap water.
Powering up.
Because like some places tap water has a lot of like stuff in it, and some places it doesn't. Like England has like a lot of calcium in tap water in a lot of places, but Scotland has very clear tap water. Fun fact, Subnautica collision is one way. All walls and terrain have no collision if you're out of bounds, so you can just swim back in. Yeah, I think that goes for most games, to be honest. Tap water is unhealthy in your country? Yeah, I mean, it depends where you are, how good your tap water is. Dead. Taste of tap water in the Netherlands was amazing. You're in Romania and your only issue was the bottled water tasted so bad. His face? Yeah, he didn't expect to be killed. Especially not so swiftly. He's alive! He escaped! Did he just phase through the fucking floor? Bro, that's illegal.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Warning. External hull damage detected.
External hull damage detected? I don't fucking think so. Since when has a crab squid ever been able to damage the hull? Oh shit, hello. Give me a second here. Repair tool. I have to go outside, presumably. There were supposed to be 2 spots. There it is. That's the first time that's ever happened. Well, it clearly wasn't the crab squid because it was in the wrong place. I drive bad? Right, listen. I've bumped into so many things at such speed and that's never happened before. So, I accept 0 responsibility for that. Ah, we're into this biome. Oh, mood lighting change. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is outdoors. Okay. Okay. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's kind of wild that the protagonist of this game doesn't need to shit, doesn't need to sleep. Yeah, I worked out where this was. Okay, I'm not particularly interested in exploring further this way in that case. So this is just another entrance to the Lost River. Good to know. Well, I need to see if about getting more like a gasopod friend for myself. Found some salami, you'll make a sauce of tomato, maybe some toasted walnuts to add onto your rice. You have fun with that. See you later. With regard to Below Zero, I do own it because it was on sale. I still don't think it'll be necessarily the next survival game I play. Because I like variety. I'm not sure. I'm still in a state of uncertainty as regard to what will replace Subnautica when I finish it. I don't think it's going to be 2050 before I'm going to play Below Zero. Still think it'd be fun to watch me at least try out Celeste. I need to play that at some point. I'm contractually obligated to play Celeste at some point. Yeah, it is a canon event. Let's see me play Rust. I might play Rust. I don't know. There's a lot of games out there where I'm like, you know, I might play them, but they're not like immediately jumping out to me of like, oh, I really want to play this game. Okay, we back here. Important question. If I go into my alien containment unit, am I gonna get attacked?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
By Jeffrey here? He won't even look at me. Jeffrey, look at me. I just killed your whole species, so careful. Okay. Okay, we good. We good. Right, I'm gonna get the egg that I think is almost certainly a gasopod. I'm gonna hatch it. I do have 2 unread things that I need to, unread PDA entries. I will read those as I'm dropping this, well, waiting for this to hatch. Jeffrey, you're about to have a friend. Do not fight. Because, quite frankly, I need the friend, I don't need you. I've got coral. Pyro coral. This coral species is unlike any other encountered on 4546b insofar as it relies on magma flow rather than water current to deliver nutrients. As lava rises up from the planet's core and erupts at vents, this coral forms around the base until eventually it has surrounded the entire vent. Lava is then funneled up through the coral, allowing it to siphon minerals and heat as it goes. Interesting. And brine lily. I love the way the brine lily looks. These lily-like plants have evolved to take advantage of the relative density of acidic brine pools encountered near the ocean floor to float safely on the surface. Tendril-like roots extend down into the brine, drawing essential salts and minerals from the water. How time works in your country? Like, are you asking how does time? I don't quite understand the question. Time goes forwards. Jeffrey's licking the walls, that's fine, he does that. He does that. With PM and AM, I mean, like, the same as anything else. Generally, we talk about 12 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Like 12 a.m. is midnight and then you go 1, 2, 3. Is it different in other countries? I mean, sometimes we talk in 24 as well. Like, you hear people be like 1400 hours, but usually in this country you don't do that. I don't know why people say 1400 hours at all, actually, because it doesn't... it's incorrect. Yeah, I mean, we have 24-hour clocks as well, but when we're talking generally, we talk in 12-hour format. But some of our clocks work in 24.
My clock works in 24.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And some people do
Systems
speak,
online.
but they speak incorrectly, because you hear people say things like 1400 hours for 2 o'clock, but like that's 14 hours, not 1400. I don't know where the 100 comes from. It's odd. I have slept, and I don't think my fish is hatched yet. I just got a big yawn there. Apparently I'm more tired than I thought.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Jeffrey, why hasn't your sibling hatched? I'm just going to look through the recipes here to see if there's anything I'm particularly interested in making while I'm waiting for that. I don't think there's anything I haven't made that's particularly useful. Did you know they can multiply? And what do you mean? They still don't have this. It's tragic. In the aquarium. I mean, that makes sense. Makes sense that they could multiply with either multiple of them or even just from one of them, given the planet has... The lore has specified that most species are capable of asexual reproduction. Okay, see you soon, an earthly entity. It's kind of a little bit of a less active segment here, because I just have to wait for that egg to hatch. Seeds, please. I want one cluster of seeds. There we go. Just so that I can have 2 growing down below in Dagothur as well. Do I know what is the best think for bio? I don't understand the question. You know what? I'm gonna go down to the lava area. Why the hell not? I've got titanium. Oh, you mean the best thing, the best fuel for bio. Okay, I understand. You know what? Someone told me, I think, and I forgot. Yeah, I got enough titanium. Right, I'm heading down below.
Engine powering up.
37 watching, I smashed my record. Yeah, there were about 45 earlier. It's insane. The algorithm just decided to bless this stream, apparently. There's a fish that is best, but a plant that is good as the gel sack. Yeah, I saw someone mention that the gel sack was really good. But it's because of the feet, it's You're right, it probably is. We're gonna revive Subnautica. Does Subnautica need revived? I was under the impression that it's been pretty consistently popular since it came out. Honestly, when I saw how long ago it came out, I was surprised because I thought it was more recent than that. I have no idea what crafting is. So someone who made a time capsule that just consisted of a lubricant and a single Aurora miniature. The message said, be careful. It doesn't have flared base. Oh dear. So to explain what I'm doing at the moment, I'm going down to Dagoth Ur to plant 2 creepvine seed clusters down there, just so that I have some in both biomes. And then I'm going to come back up, and hopefully by that point my gasopod will have hatched, and fingers crossed it was a gasopod. If it wasn't a gasopod, then I got to go back to the surface to get more gasopods. Oh, the company that bought the Subnautica company is Crafton. Yeah. Yeah, from what you said before about like the them not getting a bonus that they were originally entitled to. Not a big fan of them either. To be fair, generally any company that's larger than like 10 people, my default state is distrust and dislike. Again, there's a ray phasing through the wall there. Like, please, it's gone out of bounds. It's just gone. This little bastard thinks it can latch onto... Well, apparently it can latch on. On a second. The original guys that made Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero got fired. I didn't realize they'd all got fired. Yeah, that does not make me hopeful for Subnautica 2, to be honest. What did you miss? Nothing much. I'm going down below to essentially just to plant a couple of creepvine clusters in my lava base so that I have them there. And then I'm coming back up. Hello, Joe. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm waiting for a gasopod to hatch. So I'm just doing this in the meantime so that I have resources in both places. They did file a lawsuit. Hopefully they'll be back. Fingers crossed, because honestly, absolutely fuck that. But yeah, I would like to have... I want a continual supply of gas pods down here in case I want to kill any more Leviathans. She pronouns for me, please, Tapas Kumar. They were complaining the game didn't have enough content in it for early access release. We weren't expecting story, it's early access. Don't think Crafton knows what early access is. Yeah. Companies are just bad. Well, maybe they can't make them in the aquarium. That doesn't mean I can't take them and put them outside the aquarium. It's an experiment, okay? It may turn out that I can't do what I want to do, but it's an experiment. She pronoun is serious. I'm a trans woman. That's why my name is Molly.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Where is here? Exterior modules. I don't have titanium on me. The number of times, the absolute number of times that I have come out of this place without the titanium necessary. Yeah, Molly is typically a feminine name. It is normally. So its origin is as a diminutive of names like Margaret and Mary. In my case, it is not a diminutive of those names because I don't actually like either of those names, but I do like the name Molly itself. And there we go. Since when I'm a woman? Well, since ever. Since always. When did I realize it? Like a couple of years ago? When did I come out? Like beginning of this year? Cyclops exit animation must get annoying? Not really. I don't really notice it. Okay, that's that done. I will head back up. Hopefully to the site of a hatched gasopod. Came out around the same time? Yeah, we did. I remember noticing your pronoun roles changing and your username changing. It is indeed pretty neat. I still have some gas pods left, yes, but they're not going to be enough to kill a Leviathan quickly. Can you stop throwing teleport things at people? Calm down. Bloody Reapers. Wish you had more choice in your preferred name. Your family isn't very supportive and you had to go with basically a gender neutral nickname. Came out about 6 years ago. That's a shame. I mean, hopefully you can convince them to be more I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can't offer any advice. My family was supportive. I mean, I chose a name with the same first letter as my original name. Just to make like initials and stuff easier so I don't have to change any of that. You like the Cyclops because it makes you feel like you stand a chance against these monsters. Do you know a sea dragon is as long as a 30-story building? Imagine that. Well, I'm not surprised given the given that I've seen one and they were fucking massive. Yeah, we do seem to be back up to the 40s in viewers. Thank you everyone for being here. Hope you're all enjoying the stream. I certainly am. Raise, please do not intercede your body with my Cyclops. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. Okay, there we go. God, I love these rays. This area might actually be my favorite biome. I don't know if this is considered part of the Lost River or if this is something else. Just this blue section. Thinking them telling them to call you by a name you actually like. Probably won't call you by it, but when they think you're not listening. When you'll start introducing yourself as such. It's a good way to do it. I mean, again, I don't have any experience with this, so this could cause more conflict than it's worth. But my inclination would be to ask to be called by the name you like, and then whenever you're called by the name you don't like, I'm so sorry, Ray, I didn't mean to hurt you. When you're called by the name you don't like, just don't respond. It might cause more trouble than it's worth, but that would be my inclination. Because then at some point, like, if they want to get a response, they just have to use the right one. Hello, the goat. Excellent nickname. Welcome. This is just the Lost River. This should have a different name from being the Lost River. You're absolutely the right amount of stubborn for that? I have no clue whether I would be the right amount of stubborn for that. I like to think I would. Family's full of conflict, so it won't be much different. Try ignoring the wrong name if they mess it up after a month or so, yeah. Well, hopefully it goes well for you. Do I know how to read that letter? Is that an A with a diaresis above it? I think it is. That's A with 2 dots. My font's quite small, so can't tell for sure. If so, that depends on the language. I don't know what that is in Romanian, unfortunately. Not with 2 dots? Wait, what is it?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm gonna zoom in, hold on here. Oh, I see. It's A with like the little upside down hat. Sorry, it's just the font's so small. I don't know how that one's pronounced, unfortunately. This still hasn't hatched. Okay, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably also dependent on the language. I certainly don't know how it's pronounced in Romanian. Guess what I discovered? Let's fucking go! That's what I like to see. Good enough for now. How many hours have I got so far? It's probably going to be around like 50-ish after this stream. Your alphabet is with 31 letters. That's 5 more than English, I think. Yeah, I think I started this stream with about like 45-ish. So we'll be coming up on 50 after this stream. There's my little baby gasopod. I will call you Miranda. And I will hope that you grow. And once you've grown enough, I'm going to take you outside, and it's going to be on you not to die and to produce lots of gas pods for me. Miranda's a soda name in your country? 50 hours and I've still not beaten the story. Yeah, I mean, I play very, very carefully and slowly, and I like to try and do everything and be very prepared to make sure that I don't lose stuff. So I end up having like more playtime in games than a lot of people. I could probably play more recklessly if I wanted to, but then I might die. I haven't died yet. And I'd quite like to keep that record to the end of the game, because then I get bragging rights. Beat this game in like 19 hours first time? I like taking my time. I very much like taking my time. I'm trying to think if there's something better I can do while I'm waiting for this to grow to a point where I can put it outside. Because I don't want to just sit around here doing nothing. But I don't want to challenge the sea dragon without a lot of gas pods. I don't particularly want to challenge the sea dragon at all, but it may become necessary. The point is preparation. I'm like Batman. I have a contingency plan. Average time to beat this game is 40 hours. I'm always over the average time on beating games. Always. They automatically grow when placed outside. Okay. Now the next question. Is there somewhere safe I can put this thing? Is there somewhere safe I can put it where I'm not going to bump into it with the Cyclops? I can try to avoid it. That's the thing, I can try to avoid it. What is the name of the prawn? Steven. Specifically spelt with lowercase. Isn't it gonna... I don't want to put it in the gas water.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What if it gets hurt in the gas water? Excuse me, Jeremy. Miranda, come here. Like, that's clearly not the same gas that it sprays. Miranda, you take up 9 slots. You're huge. Are we sure? Are we sure it's not going to be hurt? It's the only egg I have. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make a save here. I don't want to be tricked by chat. Wait, hold on. I can't go into the gas water. This is the problem. I'm very confused by what you're trying to make me do, Radesh. Very confused. I'm gonna put... How am I enjoying the game? It's one of my favorite games of all time. I love it so much. I am gonna put Miranda up here. This is in the large cave, which means that it will be easy for me to avoid her. Holy shit, she's massive all of a sudden. Instant. Miranda, why would you swim that way? Why would you swim that way? Stay in your lane. I'm not putting it by the cove tree. I need to go through there all the time. Okay, Miranda. I require your farts, Miranda. This time it's not for killing a child. This time I actually need to kill an adult. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, let's return for oxygen. She should remain in that vicinity. The gasopods up on the surface don't tend to move away from like their origin point.
Captain, all systems online.
Like by a large amount. There's a little bit of variation, but she should remain roughly in the vicinity of that area. Do I have the reinforced dive suit? I do. I'm currently wearing it. Invasive species, let's go. Right, we're gonna turn squidding around.
Powering up.
Invasive species, let's go. We're gonna destroy the local environment. That's point 1. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna destroy the ecosystem. So write that down. Miranda, where have you gone? I don't see you anymore. Okay, she's there, she's there. And we're gonna stop the Cyclops here.
Engine powering down.
This provides a good point for me to return to for oxygen while I'm getting gas pods. God damn it. I'm so bad at picking them up. Oh yeah, I did forget to turn on the feet cam, that's a shame. We'll just have to do without it. What do I think about the Subnautica 2 situation? I've heard about the Subnautica 2 situation. I've heard that the original developers got fired. I'm very upset about that. It kind of makes me think that I maybe don't want to play Subnautica 2 when it comes out. I also heard that the current developers lost a bonus because the game got delayed, which upsets me as well. Seems like Krafton is just a dogshit company. They probably didn't even want to delay the game. Like, well, they almost certainly didn't. Which, to be honest, has got to be like one of the first examples in history of a publisher saying to the developers, we need to delay your game. Usually it's the developers begging for more time. Company does not value its workers, fork found in kitchen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I will not pirate the game. The thing of me saying like it makes me not want to buy Subnautica 2, it makes me less enthusiastic to play Subnautica 2, knowing it's not the same developers. Like, I'm sure the developers are the ones they have on right now are good. I'm sure they're fantastic. But like, when you're making a sequel to something that's had this much love and care put into it, you gotta keep the same people. You can bring additional people on, but you gotta keep the original vision. Please. It's like how with the fourth Elder Scrolls game, Oblivion, Michael Kirkbride and several other of the lore people left, and it just isn't the same. Now that wasn't a case of them getting fired, but the same basic result. Things ended up not as good. I'm still annoyed that we didn't get the Oblivion jungle, like the Cyrodiil jungle. Do I know the game PUBG? I'm aware of it. I don't particularly desire to ever play it. What do I need all these gas pods for? Murder. Extreme murder. Primarily it's a contingency plan for the was it Crafton? Primarily it's a contingency plan for the Sea Dragon. Okay, that's full, that's full, that's full, that's full. I'll be honest, when I first heard of PUBG, I interpreted the name PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds as there being a developer called PlayerUnknown who had made the game. That's how I initially interpreted it when I first heard of the game. Okay, I need 2 more pods. Miranda, you still got work to do. Are you serious? How did I not pick any of those up? I do like to play very careful, yes. Miranda! There we go. Oh, there is a developer called PlayerUnknown? Did they get bought by Crafton too? Is that what I'm picking up here?
Engine powering up.
You know what, actually I don't need to move back here. I'm gonna
Engine
power down.
powering down.
Post got 40,000 likes that said don't buy Subnautica 2. I mean, I'll be real, I probably wasn't going to buy it for a long while anyway, because it was probably going to be at a price that is not one that I would buy. I was probably going to wait for it to be on sale, as I typically do. But yeah, this whole business has just made me less enthusiastic about it in general. You see, the thing about that, the goat, is that I don't have the grapple arm. I have not found the blueprint for the grapple arm. And I don't want to know where it is. Just to specify that, I don't want to know where it is.
Engine powering up.
But yeah, there's 2 pretty big things which I haven't found how to make, which are the grapple arm and the nuclear reactor.
I need to do something before I go down, I just realized.
Engine powering down.
I just had a thought. Sea Dragon is in the lava zone. That means I need the survival knife. Because my heated knife is just going to heal it. Am I going to the thermal power facility? I assume so. I don't know for certain where the thermal power facility exactly is, and I don't want to. And I don't want to know if the big mountain thing in the middle of that cave is the thermal power facility, though I'm currently assuming it is. But that's where I'm going. Although at this point, exploring that will be next stream, because I'm taking over 3 hours here, but I'm going to go down to Dagothur and set up for that here at the end of this stream. Where is my titanium? Always need more titanium. Survival knife. Already 3 hours, yeah. It goes by quickly. Right, get these recipes off my goddamn screen. Is there a mod that adds a search function to the blueprints? This is driving me insane. There it is.
Engine powering up.
This part was one of the most stressing but best parts of the game for you. The Lost River or the lava section? Because if you mean the lava section, fully agreed. Why did I make a second knife? I believe the heated knife may heal some of the creatures in the lava zone. Not certain, but I believe. So, I don't want to use the heated knife on the sea dragon. I want to use the normal knife. Running from the sea dragon was thrilling. Yeah, I've caught 2 glimpses of the sea dragon. I'm currently assuming the same one. Maybe there are multiple. Nobody tell me if there are. And that thing's terrifying. Definitely an Elden Ring player. I don't think Elden Ring invented elemental weaknesses and strengths. I think that was a thing well before Elden Ring. I'm overthinking? Okay. I'm certain someone said in one of the previous streams that the heated knife heals the lava lizards. But maybe they were wrong. Perhaps they were trolling. I have specifically said at previous points and in previous streams that spreading misinformation about the game I'm currently playing is absolutely fine. So they may have been spreading misinformation. Like, spoilers are a no, but misinformation is a-okay. Or like Pokemon, I mean, it came before Pokemon as well. Elemental resistances and strengths and weaknesses and whatnot have been a thing since the very first RPGs. And they're kind of the successor to like folklore weaknesses like silver for werewolves and running water and things like that. Okay, bumping into the ground. It's fine, it's fine. Everything is fine. I just killed a fish. Accident. Just killed another fish. Accident. Oh, I'm bumping into the wall. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's like the beginning of the good place. Welcome, everything is fine. I think I made that joke before. It's fine to use it? Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll still use my normal survival knife because I did make it. My favorite games other than this one. I have a lot of favorite games. The two that I have to say at the top every time are the first two Thief games, Thief the Dark Project and Thief 2 the Metal Age. I take them as a unit together. They are so good, I need to play them on the channel at some point. It's been a while since I've played them, so it would actually be relatively, like, fresh to replay them. There would be a lot of things I didn't remember, so that would actually be quite fun. Morrowind is up there, the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Easily one of my favorite games. Hollow Knight is up there. From Software's entire catalogue that I've played, all 3 Dark Souls games, plus Elden Ring, plus Sekiro, all of those get in the list. What else? Minecraft is there. I haven't played Minecraft in years. I was trying to think. I think I said the wrong version last time someone asked me about this as like the last version I played. I think the last version I played was 1.19, but I didn't play much of it. So I'm at least like 3 versions behind on Minecraft.
Engine powering down.
I'm trying to think what else is there. Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is excellent. I have a lot of games that I love. Lies of P is on my list. I'm probably going to play that after I finish Sekiro. So I'm playing both Subnautica and Sekiro on the channel right now. Subnautica on weekdays and Sekiro on weekends, both 1 stream per week. And I think I kind of have it in my mind at the moment that the weekend slot is kind of like a Souls-like slot, and then the weekday slot is like a sort of slightly more relaxing game slot. Although Subnautica is not relaxing all of the time. So probably once I finish Sekiro, Lies of P would then be on the weekend. As for once I finish Subnautica, I have no idea still what game I'm going to play. During development there was a biome idea called a single cell biome. The entire biome will be covered with a thick black liquid which would jump off the terrain towards any light source. I want that biome. That sounds like such a good biome. Am I a fan of Nintendo games? Not really. I have a Wii, and I've played Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, and some of Twilight Princess. And they were good, but I don't particularly play Nintendo games because I don't have... The Wii is the only games console I have, and I haven't used it in years. I will not be killing the sea dragon this stream. I did read that message. I don't have time to deal with the consequences of if that goes wrong. I will play Subnautica Below Zero at some point. It will not be most likely the game I play immediately after Subnautica. I'd quite like to break that up so that there's a little bit of variety in what I'm playing. Because I know it's a bit different, but it's still very, very similar. So yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I will say, since I'm gonna end the stream about now, because it's coming up on 6 o'clock and I don't really have time to start a new task without going over,
I do have a Discord server for anyone who is of a mind to join that. I'll put the link in chat for it. I have a suggestions channel on there, so if there's any game you want to see me play, you can put it in there and I'll consider it. I also message on there whenever I'm going to stream. What else to say? Yeah, just repeat my sort of loose schedule for people who haven't heard. It is Subnautica on the weekdays, usually Monday or Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, and then Sekiro on one of the weekend days, usually either Saturday or Sunday most weeks. And I tend to start around 2 o'clock to 2:30 UK time. This was a really fun stream. Not a vast amount of progress, although a large amount of progress in terms of I actually killed a Leviathan for the first time. So that was fun. Feel like I should have got an achievement for that, but clearly the game doesn't agree. But yeah, very fun. So many people here. I'm very happy to have so many people and so many new people. I hope everyone has enjoyed the stream and hopefully will consider coming back for another one. It was great meeting everyone new, and everyone who's lurking, you're very much appreciated. Yeah, not much more other than thank you. Hope to see some of you next time. Thank you, the goat. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, have a good one, everyone.